Hello, this is Jim with We Develop Electrical Products. Today we're going to be talking about the Uno, Arduino Uno. And what you need for this project today is you just need an Arduino Uno, you need a USB cable, and you need a computer, and you need to download the software for the Uno. And I'll be showing you how to do all that today. And there's directions in the comments below on where you can buy the Uno and the cable. And I'll be showing you how to download the software. So like this video and subscribe to this video, and you'll be helping me out a lot. To get this Uno powered up, all you have to do is plug the USB cable into the Uno and then plug the USB cable into your computer, and the Uno will be powered up. And you see the power light is on right now. Now what we're going to be doing on this project today is there's a built-in LED right here that is controlled, or it goes to pin 13, which is a digital output and input pin on the Uno. We're going to get that light, that LED, to flash on and off every second. So it'll be on for 1 second and off for 1 second. So that's going to be your first project with the Uno. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're just going to download the Arduino IDE software, which I've got it on my computer already. But all you have to do is go to your web browser and pull up a Google search or any kind of search engine you might have, and type in Arduino IDE software. And it'll come up right at the top of the list usually, and you just scroll down, and here's the latest software. And they have a version for Windows, Mac, and Linux. Mine is a Windows system, so I just download the Windows app, follow the directions, and you'll be installed. Now the next thing that I'll leave in the description below is a link to this. This is a page that's an introduction to the Arduino Uno pinout. It shows you all the pins on the Arduino Uno, and whether they're an analog pin or a digital pin, how they're used, and power pins and that type of thing. It's a good piece of information to have when you're playing with the Uno for the first time. So then what we do is we just power up the IDE software, and once it gets powered up, you can come in here to Tools, and you can select the Arduino Uno under the Tools. We want to make sure the Uno is the one selected, because you can see there's all kinds of different types of Unos that you can select. We want to make sure the Uno is selected. You can also come down here and the COM port, and we want to make sure we have COM port 3 or whatever COM port is connected on your computer to the Arduino. And then we're going to come over here to File and down to Examples. And the examples, you got a lot of different examples here that you can play with to get things set up. And we're going to go under Basics, and we're going to go under Blink. So we're going to blink this LED, and it pulls up this software right here, Sketch. And anything in between a backslash is just a comment. It's not something that the computer sees as part of the software program. It's just something you can read to understand what the software is doing. So this is kind of comments up here in the top you can read. And then we have a setup section down here. And what that setup section is doing is it's defining pins. And it's going to define this LED built in, which is that pin 13 on the Uno, as an output. So it's a pin mode, which is defining the LED built in, pin 13, as an output. And then after we get all of our pins set up for what we want them to do as a function, an input or an output or a pulse width or whatever, then we drop down to the loop section. And the loop section is just something that's going to run over and over again. And here we're going to do a digital write we're just going to write a 1 or a 0, a high or a low, to that LED built in. And this time we're going to digitally write a high. Now it's very important that you type this exactly the way it's shown here. If you have lowercase letters, the software is not going to like it. It's going to say it's undefined. And so we're going to initially write a high to that pin, and then we're going to drop down to the next operation. We're going to delay for 1,000 milliseconds. And that 1,000 milliseconds equals 1 second. And then we're going to drop down to the next operation after that 1,000 milliseconds. And we're going to digitally write to the same pin a low value, a 0 value. And we're going to drop down to the next operation. We're going to delay for 1,000 milliseconds again, another second. And then we're going to drop or come right back up to the top again. And we're going to digitally write to the pin a high and drop down for another second. So it's just going to keep going over and over again. So now if you've got your Arduino Uno USB cable plugged into your computer and the power light is on the Uno, and you just come up here to the top with this arrow and it says upload. You click on the arrow, and down here at the bottom it says compiling sketch. And this is called a sketch, and it compiles it and it's uploading, and it says it's done uploading. And down here in the black area you don't see any yellow or red saying that there's an error, so it all compiled properly and uploaded properly. So that's about what you have to do for the first. So now that we've done the programming and uploaded the software, you can see the LED is flashing on for 1 second, off for 1 second, and just continuing to repeat that. So that's your first project for the Arduino Uno, and it was a very simple project. They can get much more complicated. But like this video and subscribe to this video, and you'll help me out a lot. And hit that bell next to the subscribe button, and you'll be notified on my next video.